So I'm getting quite a few questions on on quite a few questions on LRDI. And what I'm actually getting quite a few questions on LRDI. What I see is that I'm able to do, let's say, 3 sets, and I simply don't have time to do the rest of the sets. Right. So I end up doing 3 sets and I get stuck in the 3 sets. I simply don't have time. What is that you can do? I'm therefore assuming a couple of things. Okay. One is that given the, let's say that I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sets, yeah, in the exams. If I have 8 sets, I'm assuming that your actual awkath or ability is not just 3 sets. Maybe in reality, let's say you could do set number 2, 4, 5, 7, and 8. Let's say that's the reality. And then let's, and maybe you could not solve set number 1, 3, and let's say 6. Let's say that's the issue. I mean, just take an example. And but you are only able to solve three of the sets and not able to solve, let's say, 2 more sets. Basically, the issue is this, as I see it, is that anything could be an issue. Let me start with one basic thing. Is that I don't have, when I look at LRDI, in my mind, I really don't have a set process of a set that I'm looking at. So it's like you can actually think about LRDI as a process like this. Like for example, the first process is that I gather info. That's an important process, and I organize info in terms of creating a table. I make the necessary deduction, deduce from the info, and then I solve questions. This is a full step. Okay. So what you have to look at once you kind of taken the test is that where is the issue that is there. In half the time we are reading, we are reading the LRDS set very fast. Well, I was like, what's going on? I need to gather the information that is possible. And the second step is that, is there a way in which I can organize all this info in a good manner? So, is there a table that I can use? Is there what about it? Is there a graph? Maybe in some case that I can create. How do I organize information? And how do I neatly organize information? I've seen people trying to organize information in the, well, the next time you come and look at it, you can't even see this whole thing. And the third step is, from the information, what are the deduction I can make? How much of a deduction I can make, and I can solve questions. So the first thing that you have to look at is where is the issue that you are happening? Is it you're finding it, you're missing, at which step is a problem point? That is step number 1, right? The second thing is that in the examination, we assume that it is only possible to solve four sets. That's where we start. I will not solve 4 sets. I will only look at 4 sets. Why? I mean, you should not have any preconceived notion that you can only solve 4 sets. You will solve as many sets as you can. That's where it starts, right? And you will solve as many sets as possible. But like how I am talking about reading comprehension, it is not necessary that you have to solve every single questions from that one set. So you take a test. There are 4 questions. In some cases, once you solve the set, this 4 questions is automatic. That's amazing thing. In some cases, these are individual questions that you have to solve. And maybe that question number 2 is difficult. Just skip and move to the next set. What we end up doing is that we end up, let's say, wasting, let's say, 3 minutes, 4 minutes on one particular question of a set, of a particular set. I could have actually used that 4 minutes and read the next set and do it, right? So if at all you're getting stuck in this 3 set, is because 3 or 2 sets, 3 set is because you have created some sort of a mental barrier to yourself, starting by saying that I can only do 4 sets. Why? I mean, why? And if in the beginning you are willing to spend, this is my view personally, okay? In the beginning you're going to spend 10 minutes just to evaluate which sets to solve. In that 10 minutes you can solve one more set. No. What I'm saying is that so if I have to evaluate, if I have to really evaluate whether or not I can solve a set, I cannot evaluate that based on the look. I have to read the set carefully. Now, if I read a particular set, let's say I read question number 1, I read the set, I understood that this is going to be difficult for you, move to the next one. Read that set. If you know that I can solve it, start solving it. So you start solving it and go through the process without anything. Just go where if you get stuck, you move to the next set. If you don't get stuck, solve it. If you get stuck in a question, move to the next set. I mean, there is no problem in doing this, doing that as well. So my simple advice to all those of you who are stuck in three sets: do a couple of things. One is after the mock is done, redo all the sets. Okay, and ask for every single set. Look at where is the process breakdown happen. Was it happening in gathering information? Did it happen in organizing information? Did you make mistakes in deducing? Did you solve the question? Okay. Did you organize information neatly? Is there a better way to organize information better? What are the things that I could do? And I actually do this, and I'm sure, and not have this preconceived notion that I'll only do four sets. That's what I think it is. Okay. Thank you.